Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to King Spade channel. So the fourth job is finally available in the Taiwan server, and players actually can see all of the fourth job skills. At the Switch job NPC, it lists out all of the available job class. But what amazed me is that the game actually put in all of the skill tree for the job class. So now you can go through it one by one if you have the time, and that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to look at the official fourth job skill. Now, I already made a video on the fourth job skill set, although it is in a form of an Excel document, but I think the info provided are not too far off. It is essentially the same, but we're going to look into it nonetheless. For the first skill set, because I am playing the Hunter job class in ROX, so I'll be doing the Hunter fourth job Windhawk skill. The game had arranged the skills perfectly, so it does not confuse the players. On the left, the whole column is for the Falcon related skills. In the middle is related to the arrow skills, and on the right is related to the walk skill, trap skill, and also general buff. So let's look at the Falcon skill first. The first one, we have the Nature's Friend skill. So this skill is like an backup skill for the Falcon attack. If your normal attack does not trigger the Falcon to attack, it then has 30% chance to trigger the Blitzbeat, Falcon Assault, or the Hawk Rush skill, which for me this will be impossible to trigger, because at this point at fourth job, if you are a Falcon build, you definitely will already have 100% chance to trigger the Falcon to attack when doing normal attack, right? We had figured out how to have 100% chance to set the Falcon to attack every time you do normal attack. So this skill is essentially, I feel like we don't need to have this skill, but like it or not, you still need to level up this skill to get the next skill, which translated to the Hawk Raid skill. This is a utility slash support skill. Alright, so this is first and foremost is a skill that can make you fly. You latch on the Hawk and you fly to over a distance, but as you landed, you inflict blind status to the target that you land on, and you will deal increased damage to nearby monsters that have low HP. Next, we start to have the active offensive skill. We have the Hawk Rush skill. The Hawk Rush skill is another active skill for the Falcon. Previously, we have the Blitzbeat and Falcon Assault skill, and now we have the Hawk Rush skill. The damage, however, and I had checked, is not as good as the Falcon Assault skill. The Falcon Assault skill still deal a lot more damage, but at least it deal higher damage than the Blitzbeat skill. So it is like in the middle of the Blitzbeat and the Falcon Assault skill, damage wise. And also the condition to use this skill is to have at least one Ace Tamer stack. Using this skill will consume one Ace Tamer stack. Next, we have the Hawk Mastery skill. This skill is what changed the Falcon build that we used to know in ROX. With this skill, if you have higher dex stat than INT, the Falcon related skill, the Falconry Mastery, Blitzbeat, Falcon Assault, and Hawk Rush skill will then deal damage that scale with the dex stat, not the INT stat anymore. And if you have higher crit than the penetration stat, the Falcon attack damage then can crit. So you see a transition here for the Falcon build specifically, from the INT stat to the dex stat, and from the penetration build to the crit build. For me, I see that the game is trying to include the Falcon damage to the dex crit build, incorporating the Falcon as one of the damage source for the dex crit build. But this tremendously favors to the dex and crit build Hunter. As you know, the Hunter main damage is from the dex stat, so the dex build Hunter already have good source of damage from its normal attack from the arrow, and now the Falcon damage also scale with the dex stat. That will double the dex build damage, because now the dex build damage is from two sources: the damage from the normal attack arrow itself and the Falcon damage damage, which is insane. On top of that, now both damage can crit. The Hunter job class just received a huge buff with the 4th job with this one. Now a lot of players are confused about the 2 times, 12 times, 24 times, and the 8 times sentence in the skill description. This is just the damage multiplier for the Falconry Mastery, Blitzbeat, Falcon Assault, and the Hawk Rush skill respectively. Different than the SEA server, these skills have multiplier of 2, 12, 24, and 8 respectively in the Taiwan server, but it is different in the SEA server. For SEA server, we have multiplier of 2, 6.6, and 13.2 for the Falconry Mastery, Blitzbeat, and Falcon Assault skill. So this is also one of the upgrade for the Falcon damage. After the implementation of the 4th job in the Taiwan server, the Falcon damage multiplier had increased. Will the SES server also have these changes? Let's hope that we will follow these changes too. Alright, next we have the arrow skills. The first one is the Gale Storm skill. This is like the arrow shower skill but deal a lot more damage. The damage is increased 20% for every additional target hit, up to 100%. When hit more than 6 targets, the skill cooldown is reduced by 8 seconds. Next is the Aggressive Bolt skill. This skill allows you to shoot or use the skill 5 times consecutively, dealing damage along the path. But first, you summon a sniper field. When inside the field, every shoot will increase the damage by 25%. Every shoot will also consume 10% of your HP. When you are outside of the sniper field, you can't use the skill. The next 2 skills, we have the passive skill Wind Sign and Calamity Gale skill. For Wind Sign skill, it has 35% chance to add a wind mark to the target when using Aggressive Bolt and Gale Storm skill. Target with the wind mark cannot enter hiding state. For Calamity Gale, attack the target with the wind mark will summon a Raging Storm to deal extra damage. So this line of skills are especially for the short bow weapon build. Now the short bow have more skill to use. At first I thought, well, with the Gale Storm and the Aggressive Bolt skill, this skill set can finally replace the arrow shower and the sharpshooting skill because they seems to have the same skill mechanic. But looking at the skill cooldown, the Gale Storm has 20 seconds fixed cooldown and the Aggressive Bolt skill have 24 seconds fixed cooldown. So looks like this is just one of many skills that the hunter will have, but not necessarily the core skill to be used, especially for EXP grinding. But I think the Windhawk 4th job shadow equipment will have something to do with these skills. Hopefully something that can reduce the skill cooldown even more. Alright, moving on to the WAC skill. The first one, we have the WAC Thief. So if the Falcon damage is now can scale with the dex stat, the WAC damage on the other hand with this skill can now scale with the INT stat. So specifically for the INT Falcon build, they now can utilize the wolf as one of their source of damage. And not just that, with this skill, the wolf damage now also can crit. The next skill that we have, which translated to the Gale Walk Flute skill. This skill allows you to ride on and off the wolf. When you are off the wolf will be in follow mode, following you around. In follow mode, the Prowling Wolf auto attack skill have 14% more chance to be triggered. And that's it for the wolf skill. The last 2 skills, we have one trap skill and one passive skill. The trap skill is called Advanced Trap skill. It increases further the trap damage and also increase the trap trigger range by 2 meters. So this will finally allow the trapper build to set trap further away from the target, and with that they finally able to utilize the Vulture's Eye passive skill, increasing their damage as high as 45%, just like the other hunter build. And the last skill, we have the Elemental Arrow Array skill. This skill looks like the Arrow Shower skill, but it does not deal damage. This is a debuff skill. It shoots an elemental arrow field. The target inside the field will receive 20% more damage from your ally with corresponding element damage. So if you are using fire arrow, you will shoot a fire array field, and the target in the field will receive more damage if they are hit with fire element damage. Alright, so that are all of of the Windhawk skills. What do you think of the Windhawk skill set? For me personally, it is looking very good for the Dex build Hunter. The Falcon, which is exclusive for the Falcon build, now is also the damage source for the Dex build. Furthermore, it can crit. That alone is a huge step up for the Dex crit build Hunter. Just one thing that needs to be considered to utilize the Falcon damage, perhaps the Hunter needs to change their build element from fire or earth to the neutral element, because the Falcon deal neutral element damage. Right? Let me know your thoughts on the Windhawk skill at the comment below. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.